bringing you the truth, or something like the truth. This is the Bottom Line Podcast from 100.7 The Score.
I'm Mike Hebert, owner of Cantex Roofing and Construction. Every day is game day, and we'll get it right when it comes to your roofing, construction, windows, and mirrors. Call Cantex Roofing and Construction today. Together, we are one serving you.
Hey, what's good? Happy hump day, good afternoon, and welcome. You have entered the bottom line on 100.7 The Score, 100.7 The Score mobile app, and also yours on television, Fox 34 News Now, TSportsNetwork.com, YouTube, Fire Stick, Roku, Apple TV, lots of different ways you can take us in, however you're doing so. Thank you for making us part of your Wednesday afternoon. Us being myself, Chois, Woodman, and Taylor Beadles hops in for the next 3 hours or so with us today. Lucas White across the way taking care of us. You can join the conversation as well. Your thoughts, comments, questions, hopes, dreams, whatever you got. Bring it all in on the Yates Flooring Center chat line.
I'd like to hear about some hopes and dreams.
I would like to. I mean, it's talking season, so whatever you want to bring in, we're all for it. You can take the mobile app anywhere with you, even listen in if you are out in Grub Corner, Vermont. What's up, Taylor? How you been, man?
I've been good. Yeah, I was on a couple weeks ago, and that was the first time in a long time since early football season, I think. And so hopefully I got all the kinks out then, and now I can just be I can look like I sound like, I guess I know what I'm doing.
Less kinky, huh?
Yeah.
That's what we're going for.
Right. Yeah.
This show.
Yeah.
So,
but who knows for sure? We'll see.
You're going to be the expert you normally are on.
I'll try
on football, because we're going to talk a lot of football today, as expected.
I've been watching a lot of last season.
Okay.
I wrote some things because what surprised me is I wrote kind of like a pros and cons. Not even pros and cons, like strengths and weaknesses of Will Hammond that we know so far.
Okay, good.
Because what I was surprised was kind of going through that was he really hasn't played as much as I thought he has.
Yeah.
He has less than 200 snaps or dropbacks, which is not that much.
No.
And so I was like really surprised when I just went to PFF first and kind of filtered through the snaps, and I was shocked. I was like, man, I feel like I really have a good read on this guy, but it's impossible to have a good read on this guy with less than 200 dropbacks. So
every single one of his snaps he's taken has been as a freshman quarterback, either a freshman or a redshirt freshman up to this point too. So there's been a lot of inconsistency there, obviously, as you expect from a younger guy.
Yeah,
he's got to grow up fast this year because it's his team. We will talk Will Hammond. I want to look around the Big 12. And talk other quarterbacks as well, see where we believe those guys are. I've got a Pro Football Focus ranking or ratings on those guys, the top 10 in the Big 12, and we'll tell you where Will Hammond fits in that. I've actually been gone for the last almost week or so on out of town, so I've kind of been off the grid sports-wise, not completely. I did watch some soccer.
There you go.
Have you watched any soccer?
I've watched every soccer.
You've watched every soccer. All of the soccers.
I'm watching a preseason friendly right now.
Are you really?
Yeah.
He's not joking.
I'm not joking.
A preseason friendly? I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, they're playing on
this MLS or what?
No, it's Tottenham, my team. They're playing on they're playing on a practice pitch. It looks like they're filming.
I know, that looks like a high school game.
Yeah. There's absolutely no telling. But it's the first one, so
you know.
So when I say I've watched all the soccer,
you were not playing.
No.
Yeah, I catch the fever every 4 years.
Yeah.
I do like some EPL.
Yeah.
But I mean it's every 4 years. I'm all in on it, but like a lot of people. And
the event itself is
fun.
Cool. Like that's why I always think it's like when you're watching probably the last thing that everybody was watching, maybe like the end of the original Game of Thrones or something like that, when it feels like everybody is watching it. Like that's always fun.
Sure.
Like some monoculture moments, I guess is what they call it. But
so like Tiger King during COVID.
Right, yeah, stuff like that where it's like everybody knows, and so it's like fun to talk about. And then the World Cup fits that. Whether you're a soccer person or not, it's just fun to watch.
Sure, yeah. So it was definitely fun. Lot a lot kind of happened over the last week or so. I mean, the SEC's, claiming secession from the union of the NCAA, sort of.
Yeah.
There was a USC Tech announcement, not in the sport I was expecting.
Yeah.
I'm keep waiting on this one for football, and then we get the one for.
Do you think the holdup there has anything to do with? Like, I feel like the connection is obviously Lincoln Riley. And they don't really know what his future is going to be.
Mm-hmm. I don't think that's the holdup. I think the holdup is, I don't know, maybe there's a tiny amount.
Right.
I think the deal is done.
Yeah.
I believe the deal is done. I think the holdup on the announcement is purely the Brendan Sorsby stuff, and the USC doesn't want to take a PR hit until they can bury this a little bit further.
USC, like us, is pretty desperate for a game, so they can't really.
Yeah, they've needed games, and I think you're getting a couple out of this. So, I'm excited for it, wherever the location. And we're just waiting around on it. All but announced. It appears, but we'll see. Things can happen. You can have pompous athletic directors and presidents that decide you don't play these games because we don't have any skeletons in our closet.
Yeah, and then have to resign.
Georgia.
Michigan. Guy too, yeah.
I mean, Michigan is the one of all of them.
Yeah.
Michigan. Look at the list of things that have happened at Michigan in the last 10 years. Yeah. And you're not going to play us? When you actually affected the integrity of the game itself?
And that's like the least of their concerns. Like if they had a Wikipedia tab for controversies, that'd be like one. That'd be like, we can just scroll past that one. There's worse ones down here.
There's a cool little documentary on it.
Yeah.
I've still never watched that.
I haven't either.
I've heard it's really good. But I need to.
That story just doesn't interest me for some reason.
Yeah.
Like I know that it occurred, but I don't really care about anything other than that. I know that it happened.
The whole Galaxy Stadium announcement, I kind of skipped over that. So you know.
All I was like, I just felt like we were in the news. We as in tech, we're in the news for a lot of with the wrong reasons.
Oh yeah.
And so I just remember texting a friend, being like, just don't be embarrassing. Like whatever it is, just please don't be embarrassing.
I have never in this business, I enjoy the summer because it's like the little downtime we kind of get between sports and that sort of thing. So I enjoy it, but I have never been ready to fast forward to the football season, more than I am right now, just to get past all the minutia and muck that we've been through this offseason and just get to playing football games. And people can actually hate Texas Tech for the real reason they hate Texas Tech, which is that they're good.
Yes, and that we're the only team that spends money. Remember that too.
Oh yeah,
yeah. So those are just the two reasons.
That whole
they hate
narrative.
Texas Tech. We'll just get back to the basics.
But that's the reality of it all. Not every bit. The basis of every bit of hate for Texas Tech, the base of it all, comes down to Texas Tech is in territory they're not supposed to be in.
You forgot your place.
You're not staying in your lane.
Yeah.
Getting to the point, but taking the scenic route to get there. This is the Bottom Line Podcast from 100.7 The Score.
Glad to be part of your Wednesday. This is the Bottom Line on 100.7 The Score, 100.7 The Score mobile app, on TV as well. Fox 34 News now, YouTube, Fire Stick, Roku. Whichever way you take us in, thank you for doing so on this Wednesday afternoon. He's Taylor Beadles. I'm Chois Woodman. Got Lucas White and intern Logan across the way taking care of us. You can also join the conversation if you'd like to. Thoughts, comments, questions, anything and everything welcome on the Yates Flooring Center chat line. You can take that mobile app anywhere with you. Even listen in if you're out on Disappointment Island in New Zealand. But that place doesn't live up to its billing. What's your feeling towards rugby? I just said New Zealand, so that's why.
I really don't have.
Guy.
I have no feeling towards rugby. I've seen it.
Very neutral.
I've seen it in Bluey. I've seen when the first time we went over to England, some big rugby match was happening. We watched it in a pub, and that was cool. And those are my feelings.
Okay.
When I was coaching, the big thing was that kind of happened like for when I started to, as I was still doing it, but implementing the rugby tackle was like the big thing, because they don't wear helmets and they tackled fine. And so kind of teaching our kids to do what they do.
You're still a professor, right?
I am.
So it's time for a pop quiz.
You ever do this to your students?
No,
it's pretty mean.
No,
Okay.
I like it though.
I'll be mean to you. Actually, this is something I think you'll do well at. I think. You've been a Tech and a Big 12 and a college football fan for a long time.
I like to think so, yes.
Okay. Here's how you pass this pop quiz.
Okay.
You got to get, we'll go with like a true passing grade, 7 out of 10.
Okay.
Okay. You got to give us 7 of them. This is the original Power 6 conference, so Big East and Pac-12 included, all-time passing leaders. I want you to give me one from the other 6 conferences and all 5 of the top 5 for the Big 12.
Okay.
So all-time passing leaders for each conference. All you got to do is give me 1 out of the ACC, 1 out of the Big 10, 1 SEC, 1 Pac-12, 1 Big East, and 5 Big 12.
Okay. All right.
Pass this quiz.
Okay, well, I'm going to just Graham Harrell.
Graham Harrell is number 2 on the list.
Okay.
Good job.
All right. Man, all I can think about is the Hawaii guys, but I know they don't count in this.
No, they do not.
Yeah. Let's see. For the Pac-12, I'm thinking it's got to be Oregon. But which one of the Oregon guys? Marcus Mariota?
Strike 1.
Okay.
Oh, you've already got. You get 3 strikes, by the way. I didn't tell you all the rules.
That's all right. No, that was a bad. All right, so we're talking like single season?
No, this is all-time passing.
Okay. All time.
Not.
Okay. Oh, man.
Some of the names are very obvious on some of these lists. Some are harder to get.
Joe Burrow for the SEC? No, he won't be. Never mind. No, I take that back.
He's taking it back.
I'm taking it
Judges, we'll accept.
back. I still had one season in my head. Sorry.
We accept.
Sorry.
No, we're looking for
Yes.
career passing yards.
Okay.
I should have said career.
Oh, man. This is harder than I thought.
Yeah, it's you'll kick yourself on some of them. Not some of them be like, really, that guy's on there?
Yeah. Oh, man. Okay. Let's
go.
I'm thinking in Oklahoma. Okay, so I already got the Big 12, but I'm thinking top 5. 2. Okay, hold on. Let's start with the Big East. Who is even in the Big East? Oh. Man, this is tough.
I wouldn't start with the Big East.
Yeah,
that's going to
right.
be the toughest one.
Yeah, that's true. So the SEC.
The SEC
It's not Manziel.
is recent, not as recent,
Man,
not that recent.
I can't even. I'm failing miserably.
You do get one phone a friend across the way if you trust any of those guys.
Yeah,
You should really go to the Big 12.
Well, I thought but I thought I already got the Big 12 one with
No,
Eric
you
Graham.
got to get all 5 of the Big 12.
Oh, okay.
That was the hard thing.
I gotcha. Okay, no, that makes sense.
Since that's where you're.
What was the Baylor guy? No, Bryce Petty.
Okay, that's a strike.
Oh no,
2. No Bryce Petty.
I still think I'm thinking single season. All right, y'all help me out. I have hit a blank. Maybe y'all get me rolling.
Give him
again.
somebody.
Yeah.
I will say an Oregon quarterback. I'm going to say Bo Nix.
All right, y'all struck out.
That's
you don't have to accept his answer. I forgot. That's the rules.
Okay.
I wouldn't accept his answer.
I'm not accepting that answer.
Okay. This is way tougher than I thought it would be.
Sam Darnold's not in there because I don't think he played enough.
You're right.
Maybe like Mark Sanchez, but I don't know how many years he actually played either. I think that's what's hard. I think I might do better single season.
Yeah, I bet you would do
career.
better single season. These are guys that you got to think longevity.
Yeah, Because like I was also trying to think of like Ohio State guys, but I feel like they just run through.
There are no Ohio State guys. There are 2 Purdue quarterbacks.
So okay, I
the
was thinking
Big
Drew Brees.
Drew Brees is one of
Yeah.
them.
Okay.
So you got your Big Ten checked.
Okay. So now we're
The
going.
leading one is Taului. I can't ever say his name. Tagovailoa, the other brother.
Oh,
Maryland.
for Maryland.
He is the
Okay.
all-time Big Ten leading passer.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yes, it is.
And it's not Tua in the SEC. I don't think he played enough.
Mm-mm.
See, that's what's hanging me up with the SEC is guys who have played. 'Cause, like
Two Georgia, Missouri,
Stetson Bennett,
Florida, and Mississippi State.
Dak. Oh no, that was my strike 3, wasn't it?
Strike 3.
No. What other Mississippi State could be?
Will Rogers.
Oh my god.
The Mike Leach era.
Yeah. Wow.
Will Rogers is the second leading. The SEC leader, Aaron Murray.
I would have never got that.
Never would have got it.
No. Never.
Drew Lock was also on the
Yeah, I
list.
should have got that one.
Chris
Yeah.
Leak was 5th.
See, I was like, there's no way. Like, not back then in the
Chris
SEC.
Leak.
Okay.
All right, your
'Cause he came into my.
Pac-12 leaders, Luke Falk. Again, think Leach.
Yeah. I should have.
Washington State.
Yeah.
Sean Mannon at Oregon State.
No.
Matt Barkley's the USC quarterback.
See,
to look for.
he was in my head too, but I was like, well, if I just didn't think he was.
Jake Browning, and then the guy that always seems to throw for the most yards in the NFL right now, Jared Goff.
Of course.
Phillip Rivers is the ACC all-time leader.
Yeah. Wait. Oh, right. I was thinking
NC State.
Ben Roethlisberger. Yeah.
Brian Brome
Oh, yeah.
at Louisville is the
yeah.
Big East leader.
Yeah.
Ken
yeah.
Dorsey for Miami.
Oh, my.
That's
Okay.
because they were in the Big East at the time. And the Big 12 leader, Landry Jones.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't have got that.
We have to have that guy.
I was thinking I was only going Tech, Baylor, and Oklahoma State, so I wouldn't have got
Jones,
there.
Baker Mayfield,
Okay.
was
Yeah,
third.
I got there. Yeah.
Mason Rudolph 4th,
Yeah.
and Colt McCoy was 5th.
Okay. Wow. That was tougher than I
That
thought.
was a ridiculously tough quiz. So remember that when you're quizzing your students. Just how no one likes a tough quiz. It is the bottom line on 100.7 The Score.
Bringing you the truth, or something like the truth. This is the Bottom Line Podcast from 100.7 The Score.
Happy to be part of your hump day. This is the bottom line on 100.7 The Score and the 100.7 The Score mobile app. Chois, Taylor, Lucas, all with you till 3 o'clock today. You'll keep your thoughts and comments coming in on the Yates Flooring Center chat line. Before any of that, let's get to a question.
Time now for Jamie's question of the day on 100.7 The Score. Brought to you by someone not named Jamie and presented by Connecticut of West Texas. Life's hard, your water shouldn't be.
All right.
All right.
This one may take some time to think
Okay.
because
You should. I'm a slow thinker. You should have given me time to prep.
that's all right. I think you'll have options
Okay.
early, but it's just kind of deciding which one.
I'm curious now.
Biggest Texas Tech what if?
Oh man.
So like I think immediately, and I'll give you some time to think. Immediately, you probably go to what if Tariq Owens doesn't get hurt in the semifinal?
Yep.
What if, what if, I think about stupid ones like, what if the ball doesn't perfectly deflect for TCU?
Oh my gosh, man.
In the home game with Mahomes. What if, and I don't even know, you can even take it as far as what if you could field a competent defense with Mahomes as your quarterback, or because I'll just tell you mine while you think. And I was saying this last year, probably on this show, that it was weird to me that the powers that be, the boosters, the coaches at Tech, went all in on last year's roster, and I don't think we'll ever see a defense like that again, which is fine. Because that was one of the best defenses like ever, statistically.
Statistically, it was. Yeah.
I thought it was weird. that you didn't address the most important position on the field. I always thought that was weird because it wasn't like, and I don't even mean like as a shot at Barron. I just mean as like he never has been able to stay healthy, And so it was just, I just always thought it was weird. Like to me, last year was the year to bring in Brendan Sorsby, not Brendan Sorsby exactly, but a Brendan Sorsby. I don't know. Like that'll be my what if is with that defense. Maybe my favorite player to watch ever in a Tech uniform, David Bailey. Like I'll always wonder, why. What if we would have addressed the most important position on the field? Like that'll be mine forever.
My what if goes right in line with that, and it's one I've already mentioned today, but I still think it has so much to do with everything. What if you have a fully healthy Baron Morton the entire year last year?
Yeah.
If he's fully healthy.
Yeah.
Because we did see a version of Baron Morton before the shoulder injury, before the broken leg, that was good. I mean, that was really good, and that was fun, gunslinger, that I think you would open the offense up for.
Right, yeah.
So if you have that version of Baron Morton and he doesn't break his leg in game 1 of the season, that's my what if.
Yeah.
Because I do think that is the version, and I think that's why you don't to me, that's what answers the question with you. Now, you didn't have depth, and every single watch the Jacob Rodriguez strip return
was awesome, yeah.
Was
you really
amazing.
needed it, too, just because I know
it
you're up
kinda
21-0, but it's just like you hadn't done anything.
Yeah. But yeah, you've had to, basically in college football in general, you're going to have to. You have to assume you're going to play a backup quarterback in meaningful snaps.
Yeah. You
hope that number's minimal, but we've had every single year, I believe, since Mahomes' first year as a starter.
Yeah.
Because even his second year, his first year he got popped in the Texas game.
Yeah.
So I think both of those he had to leave games.
Yeah.
The Texas game and then the Kansas game, I think Shimonek came in for. So every year you've got a guy having to come in at least for a half, at least for. So I agree that you need to add depth there, but to me it's what if he was healthy the whole time? What if?
Yeah.
Lucas, is there a what if for you?
What if Toppin didn't get hurt?
That's a big one. That's a huge one. What if Toppin stays healthy there? Because I think last year's team is easily a second weekend team.
Probably. I thought last year's team lacked depth even with Toppin.
Sure, but what you had done to that point,
yeah.
What you'd done to that point,
yeah.
And where you were sitting in the standings, you were playing terrible in that game itself.
And they were just so fun to watch. That was something that I don't know if I've ever had that much fun watching a Tech basketball team. And I knew they were flawed. I knew there was 6 guys that could play. And I didn't know how that would work in the tournament, but I just loved watching the dynamics of that team, especially between Atwell, Anderson and Toppin. They just those 3 fit perfectly together to me.
Yeah. So yeah, those are all major what ifs. I think the Tariq Owens one, but even if why that one doesn't go towards the top of the list for me is because you still should have won the national championship if you can close out on it. What if Jarrett Culver decides to close out on a 3 instead of leaving a guy open in the corner?
Yes.
Or
what if you had a coach that could draw up an out of bounds play?
Why would we do that? Who needs that?
That's a forgotten. I don't forget about it because I was never a weird guy. But I was. I always remember that wasn't the last play of the game. We still had 10 seconds. That ended up just throwing it to Culver and be do something, please.
Yeah, I mean, what if anybody could get a hit off the guy that threw 60 miles an hour for Sam Houston State in 2017? That may have been your best baseball team.
Yeah.
At Texas Tech.
Yeah.
so you don't get out of the super regional in Lubbock. But
speaking of that, I mean, everybody, I think people who I trust with baseball say 2020 was our best baseball
that's
team.
the other one. Those are like the two teams that are.
What if the world doesn't shut down?
2020 might have been your best baseball team.
Yeah.
Had a monster team, monster roster, great pitching.
And in hindsight, you're like really your last great baseball team.
Yeah. Till this year. I'm an eternal optimist.
All right. Okay.
I actually do think you've loaded up on some arms this offseason that, basically you should have your best pitcher this year since guys like Stephen Gingrey and Davis Martin were on campus. Carson Bailey should be that if he can stay healthy.
Do you have any non-tech sports what-ifs that haunt you?
Oh, man. What if Nelson Cruz catches a ball in the outfield? That one will never.
Isn't anticipating a celebration.
You believe that too?
Oh, yeah.
You're in on the Chuck theory there?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not. I just think he was just not athletic enough. But,
Yeah.
I just think he thought he was closer to the wall than he was,
Maybe.
Honestly. That's what I've thought.
It's not like he's a professional athlete and should know better or anything.
In his home ballpark, yeah. Should know where the ball is and the position that he normally plays. That's the one that's way up there. What if the freaking Des Bryant ball that he caught was called a catch?
Yeah.
Because
see, that one isn't as big for me because you're not stopping Rodgers coming back down the
I'm
field.
thinking that's true.
Yeah.
I will always think that's true, but I mean, I haven't seen the Cowboys in an NFC Championship game since I was 5 years old, so that could have happened had you got to.
And see,
had to stop.
That's why the Romo one for me is more of a what if. What if he just catches a snap? Because I think Parcells could have done something good.
Goodness,
but
that was Romo's year one, he came in part of the way through. That's why he was still.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he was still. Having to be the holder.
Yes.
Goodness gracious. Thanks for bringing up. Jamie has a choose joy mantra, and Taylor's over here choosing pain.
Yeah, exactly.
Pain. Bringing you the truth, or something like the truth. This is the Bottom Line Podcast from 100.7 The Score.
It is time for Tell Me I'm Wrong. Means we got about a half hour left in the show. He's Taylor Beadles. I'm Chois Woodman. Lucas White across the way. You are you, and you are fantastic. Probably. Y'all keep your thoughts and your comments coming in on the Yates Flooring Center chat line. We'll return to a few of those in a moment. Fellas, I'm here today to tell you that Eli Drinkowitz is a buffoon. No, that wasn't actually it, but
I don't even have to know what you're talking about. I've seen him, so I agree.
Oh, okay. Good. So
you're right.
Part
you're
one
not
is there.
wrong.
All right. No, Pro Football Focus has pushed out its top-graded returning Big 12 quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And that's always confusing when you say returning in today's world because it doesn't mean they're actually returning to the team they're returning to. It's just returning to football. It's not a freshman.
Right.
So, top-graded returning Big 12 quarterbacks. Jaden Craig leads the way.
I was wondering if it was him.
At number 1, 91.3 rating. Now, he played at Harvard last year, so he didn't play FBS football.
I really wanted him for Tech.
I actually think in an alternate universe, that's who it would have been had you not known.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I actually think that's who it would have been had you known Will Hammond was healthy.
Yeah.
Had you known he could have started week 1, I think you would have brought him in for depth and competition.
Yeah.
But not necessarily even to be your starter.
Mm-hmm.
You would have, if Hammond beat him out, Hammond's beating him out.
Yeah.
But just because the depth we talked about, I think that's who it would have been.
Yeah.
Because I don't even think you would have gone after Sorsby and spent that much money if you would have known that Hammond would have had a shot at being healthy right now. Anyway, so Craig is 1, Drew Mastermakers 2, Noah Fafita 3, Devin Dampier 4, Liam O'Brien, who's the backup at Cincinnati.
Okay, I was about to say, I don't even know who that is.
5, so this is kind of weird to begin with. Bear Bachmeyer 6, and Will Hammond comes in as the 7th highest graded Pro Football Focus quarterback. I'm bringing this up because I'm here to tell you I believe that Will Hammond will finish in the top 4 when it comes to these Pro Football Focus grades by the end of the season. Tell me I'm wrong.
I can't. I'm about as high on Hammond as you can be. So you're coming to the wrong
go
place.
to the wrong guy for disagreement.
I think it's
what's the baseline for you? 3, 2?
I will be disappointed if he's not number 1.
Really?
Yeah.
You're higher on Hammond than I am. I'm not saying that I don't think Hammond can be.
I think he's the most talented quarterback in the conference.
Okay.
And if it, and we kind of just mentioned it, if he wasn't coming off an injury, who knows, what it would look like. I think it's crazy that Bachmeier is 6. Like, I know PFF grades are weird, but like
I know.
he's the most impressive returner that I saw last year. He's been Roethlisberger.
I wonder what his numbers look like if he's not playing Texas Tech. If you
Yeah,
take away the
that's true.
2 Texas Tech games,
That's a good point.
His Pro Football Focus grades look a lot better.
Yeah, I'm sure they do.
Because you made him look, rough in both of those games.
When I was like preparing for the first game and watched a bunch of him, I was very impressed, and I still was. Like I
Sure.
think he dealt with the pressure as well as
As a true freshman.
Yeah, like I think he reminds me so much of Ben Roethlisberger in the pocket.
Interesting. I haven't heard you do that comp, but that's I see it.
Yeah, he's built. Yeah, he's shorter, I think, but he's like a tree trunk like Roethlisberger was.
All right, Lucas. Will Hammond finishes top 4 in the PFF grading in the Big 12. Tell me I'm wrong.
I'm with Taylor. I can't see him not being in the top 4. I have him probably at 3 or 4. Dampier and Fafita I would probably have ahead of Hammond, but Hammond will be kind of in that class with Bachmeier and Messmaker.
I think Craig will be interesting because, just facing. We talk about Drew Messmaker. Oh, how's he going to adjust to the Big 12, going from North Texas? And Craig's going from Ivy League to the Big 12. It doesn't mean it won't work. We've seen guys make the jump from the Ivy League to the NFL.
Yeah.
Fitzpatrick worked out pretty well.
Yeah.
I have that right? He's a Harvard guy, right? Okay.
Yeah.
But, I just think that it's going to be interesting. Those top 2 guys on the list, Messmaker and Craig, they've both got jumps to make.
Mm-hmm.
Fafita's the most proven guy on the list up to this point.
Yeah.
And he impressed me a lot last year because he looked better without McMillan.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Seth Dagey may have a lot to do with that.
Yeah.
In year 1 under Dagey. Devin Dampier, I think, is great against average to good defenses, but when he faces a great defense, he's too small.
I think Dampier is a really good situation to look at when you're talking about Craig and Mestamaker.
Okay.
Because he made the jump from New Mexico.
Sure did.
And it was tough. There was some flashes of really good and really bad last year, and I think you should expect that of
both of those guys. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think
because he came into last year as like, this is the best quarterback in the Big 12.
The interesting one to me, and I don't know how this will grade on Pro Football Focus, I think the guy that's going to take a big step forward from last year is Avery Johnson.
Yeah. I
just think it's the offense. I think it will be having an offensive coordinator, and this is not an intentional shot at Matt Wells. I just think it's having Colin Klein there.
Matt Wells has never been an offensive coordinator. That was the craziest hire.
It was weird. It was very weird. But Matt Wells was a defensive guy before, right?
Well, he played quarterback, but
throughout his coaching career, it was on the. Anyway,
who knows what he does?
Avery Johnson playing with a coach that will utilize his strengths, which I believe Klein will.
Yeah,
I think he will have a much more successful. I'm not saying they're going to go win the Big 12 or even play for a Big 12 title, but I think they will be better than they were a season ago. Which is, the bar's not high. They were 6-6 last year, I think.
So before, when we were looking, once Hammond got hurt, and we were looking at and even before, I'm talking November, and I'm thinking, who would I want? In a perfect world, who do I want Tech to bring in? That's who I wanted, Avery Johnson.
Really?
Yeah, because to me,
Okay.
he has an elite skill. Like,
Sure he does.
His athleticism and speed
fast.
is elite.
Yeah.
And to me, that's what I'm looking for. And I don't know if, like, because we talked about it, like, once we got into the portal process, I was like, Craig would be a good option, like, just safe, and he would be okay, like, once Hammond came back, those kinds of things. I was a big fan of Levitt as well. But that was kind of my problem with Sorsby is, even at the time, was like, I don't know what his elite skill is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think he's good. He's better than what we've had, but I was worried about the hype. Now, obviously, we don't have to worry about it. But I look at someone like Avery Johnson. It's like, I know what I can do. I know one thing he can do, and we can lean on it. And I didn't know what that was for other guys. Obviously he stayed there, and so, but yeah, people always look at me sideways when I said that. But I was just like, that's what I want. There were rumors out there that he was going to transfer.
The funny thing is, I was as big of a Avery Johnson naysayer going into last season as anybody, because he was getting like Heisman level love. He was getting talked in those conversations and Big 12 Player of the Year and that sort of stuff prior to the season. Yet what we had seen from him prior to that wasn't close to that.
Yeah.
Yes, he does have an elite skill, but the overall body of work wasn't there yet.
Yeah.
And then
lots
last
of
year,
parts that hadn't been put together.
Correct.
Yeah.
But I think with the right coach, which matters for so many guys, with the right system and coach, Avery Johnson can go in a long line of successful running Kansas State quarterbacks.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he can be the best of them if he's utilized correctly. We'll see. I'm curious about the rest of Kansas State and Colin Klein in year one, and what does that defense look like for them?
Yeah.
All that matters. But I think overall success for Johnson will be there much better this year than before.
Yep.
Texter here. Who's still using PFF grades? When we're 45 days out from football season and looking for stuff to talk about, this guy. Is it gospel? Not even close, but it's a reference point. Use your HCOP. Since you're an expert, give us your grades on all the quarterbacks, and we'd love to see it. It is the bottom line. Most interesting facts of the day up next on 100.7 The Score.
Getting to the point, but taking the scenic route to get there. This is the Bottom Line Podcast from 100.7 The Score.
It is time for the most interesting facts of the day, brought to you by Dos Equis and the most interesting man in the world. That was a really pregnant pause.
Well, I was thinking during the pause that I think we already hit the most interesting fact with the punt return one.
Okay, that is a pretty interesting fact. That's a good one we can bring back up. Texas Tech has not had a punt return touchdown that wasn't blocked or partially blocked since September of 2008. Oklahoma State's coach, Eric Morris, was the last to do it for the Red Raiders against the Nevada Wolfpack back in 2008. It's a pretty good season.
Yeah. But that game wasn't good.
No, that game was not good.
Everyone was freaking out.
That was not one of those games you're just like, woo, writing home about. Taylor, did you know soccer has overtaken baseball to become America's third favorite sport?
And rightfully so.
American football is number one by a wide margin, followed by basketball, then soccer, then baseball, the national pastime. Ice hockey is fifth, followed by tennis, boxing, MMA, and golf. I don't know. This does not say exactly where. This is from The Economist. I don't know if that's
I think what hurts baseball is that, like, I went to a Rangers game last week, had a great time. And maybe I'll watch a Rangers game, playoff game.
Sure.
If that happens. But, like, I'm never watching. I couldn't even tell you who the best two teams in baseball are right now. And I think that's what hurts baseball more than anything is, like, the fan doesn't watch any team but their own. The casual, I guess.
Yeah.
Unlike every other sport or all the sports above it, at least speaking from experience, like me and my friends will obviously watch every football game.
Sure.
We'll watch basketball games against.
You're a big
like,
NBA guy.
Yeah, Thunder and the Spurs or whatever.
See, now I'm opposite. I'll watch a lot of baseball games. I don't really turn basketball on until the postseason. I watch a lot then, but yeah.
And then soccer, I mean, I watch a lot of Premier League. But I just think that's what's weird. Baseball has become almost college football-like in terms of its regional, but it's even less than regional. It's it's like
pretty
city to city.
Yeah. I also watch golf quite a bit. I think golf's a little low on that list, but I don't know. I got my annual rejection letter.
Yeah, my friend. Yeah, I had several
weekend.
of those from friends.
Gotta love that.
And I don't care anything about
Masters.
golf, but I would love to go to the Masters.
Taylor, did you know Oregon and Ohio State played in the championship in the first ever college football playoff in 2015?
I did, yeah.
And in the finals of the first ever college basketball Final Four.
Oh, I didn't know that.
In 1939, Ohio State won in football. Oregon won the first ever national championship when there was a Final Four.
I did not know that about the Ducks.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That they are the first two in both.
Yeah.
And now play in the same conference because we're stupid.
Yes, everything is stupid. I agree with that.
Sounds so dumb. Can you imagine talking to someone that was had been in a coma for 15 years? Wait, who's in what conference?
Y'all let this happen?
Goodness. Taylor, did you know the Crayola crayon color peach was first called Flesh?
I did.
Until 1962, when they felt it was a little racist and they considered it the Flesh color.
Yeah.
And they didn't change the Indian red crayon to chestnut until 1999.
Wow. I guess that tracks with, if you're thinking about how long the Washington Redskins,
sure.
I guess that kind of tracks, I guess.
Sure. Taylor, did you know horses can't vomit?
I did not.
Neither can rodents.
Okay.
Most rodents, including rats.
Good to know.
You never know when you're going to need to know that.
Right.
Taylor, did you know Australia has over 10,000 beaches? So you could visit a new beach every single day for 27 years.
Okay. Maybe I'll do that.
Okay. You could retire for 27 years in Australia.
Yeah.
Taylor, did you know the legendary bass line from the White Stripes song Seven Nation Army isn't actually played on a bass?
I did not.
They used a guitar that was lowered an octave.
Okay.
That's
Jack White is awesome.
Weird. Taylor, did you know the Backstreet Boys and TLC both passed on recording the song Baby One More Time?
Okay.
So it went to the brand new artist named Britney Spears.
All right. Man, that would be weird if that was a Backstreet Boys
that was
song.
a Backstreet Boys song.
Wow.
Surely
Actually, they had to change some words.
Right? Hit me, baby. Yeah, they could have done it.
Yeah, interesting.
It fits.
All right.
I'm going to see the Backstreet Boys this summer.
Oh, yeah? Where?
It was the anniversary gift I gave my wife. So
nice.
Vegas.
Okay. That's great.
I got to lean in and dress all white, right?
Sure.
You have to, right?
Yeah.
You seem very anti-Backstreet
Boys. No. I mean, I'm not. When I was a kid, I liked them. I haven't listened to them in a long time.
They'll roll around, right?
But I definitely had some CDs.
Of course.
Yeah.
I mean, were you even a millennial if you didn't have a Backstreet Boys CD?
Probably not.
Actually, people usually pick sides.
Yeah.
There was the Backstreet Boys, there was the NSYNC kids, and then there was the weird 98 Degrees kids, too.
Yeah. I was definitely Backstreet Boys in that war.
I was, too.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I was in sync.
Yeah. My sister.
JT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like JT and wasn't in sync though. JT Toppin, that is.
Right. Naturally.
Of course. Obviously. That's what we're talking about.
Yes.
All right, y'all continue to chime in if you'd like on the Yates Flooring Center chat line. Someone says, great comparison on the, I guess that's the Roethlisberger comparison. Says Ora Romo. I don't look at those two as
He's not as elusive as because the thing about Roethlisberger is he would have like defenders hanging all over him and still deliver the ball.
Just
Romo
barrel.
had that signature spin move, which is cool. And I guess he does that. Bear does. It just doesn't. It looks a little different. I just couldn't believe. When we went to the game, I just remember seeing him in person. It was like the thighs on that dude. Now I get it.
Whoa, that is Rob's line.
I was like, I
Rob
get
is
it
a
now.
quad guy.
I was like, okay, all of his ability makes sense now.
What's crazy is looking at that guy, and that's a true freshman.
Yeah.
Was a true freshman.
Yeah. It was like, he must have murdered. Yeah.
The quad guy.
Like, he must have murdered dudes in high school.
Yeah.
That's all I could think about.
Bachmeier will be interesting.
Yeah.
Because to me, there's somewhat of a ceiling of what he can do throwing the football. But they don't, again, it's another one of those teams. You don't need him to go win a ton of football games for you.
And that offense, it's hard to know, we wouldn't even really see it.
Sure.
It's a very specific,
Mm-hmm.
it's a weird combination of innovative but safe.
Yes.
They do a lot of stuff, but none of it risky. They do a lot of motion, they do a lot of formations, but it all ends up being pretty standard stuff.
But it does kind of, as we saw in the Big 12 championship game last year, there are limitations. He has limitations.
Oh, yeah.
The offense has limitations. If you don't believe that you're going to be able to hold a team down, we saw exactly what they did.
Yeah.
They came out and had to run 2 trick plays on the first drive just to score a touchdown against you, and they didn't score one the rest of the game.
Yeah. Yeah, my story with that game is I wasn't really able to watch it.
Okay.
But I was following it through text and stuff initially. And when I got the text that they ran 2, I was like, all right, we're good.
Yeah, and that's what I'm like.
We're good.
My wife is texting me during that game. She's
Yeah.
like, oh no.
Nah.
I'm like, they had to run 2 trick
Yeah,
plays
those aren't working
just to
again.
get their first score against us.
Yeah.
They're desperate from the start of this game.
Yes.
And it proved to be true.
Yes.
There was some nerves. They scored on the first drive, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of step he takes forward, same with Will Hammond. That's it for us. Taylor, thanks for hanging. We'll do it again Friday this week. That's it for the bottom line. We'll pass you off to Tech Talk coming up over on Double T 97.3. For Taylor Beadles, Lucas White, I'm Chois Woodman. It's been the bottom line on 100.7 The Score.
This has been the Bottom Line Podcast from 100.7 The Score. Go to 100-7thescore.com for more from the Double T Sports Network.